Hello everyone, my name is Himadri Sarkar Obro. My ID is 183118. I am presenting project. My project name is Accessible Electronic Voting System for Visually Impairments. My project supervised by our honorable teacher Professor Faima Tubassum, Department of IIT Jahangirnagar University. Voting. Voting in Bangladesh is a constitutional right. Voting is the heart of democracy. Blind people have right to vote. It is their fundamental right. And we are working on the blind people. Bangladesh has struggling to take advantage of using electronic voting machines for last few years. It's, it offers a number of advantages as well as serious disadvantages along with some challenges. Most people still do not know much more about it. In Bangladesh, the first officer club elections 2007 that was conducted by EVM. Then the Chittagong City Corporation Nirbachan, election 2010 was held by EVM. After 8 years, 11th national elections 2018 was held through this technology. It's really challenging for our country. The national voting system depends on some special criteria like constitution, culture and history of the democratic process, financial capacities and logistic legislations or law of the systems. Our existing systems, the machines, it has two parts. One is control unit and another is balloting unit. Cast and the two combination cast and counting vote to display electronic result. It is used to cast vote without ballot paper. A voter only need to press the button to cast a vote. It has two parts. I already uh, mentioned it. This is the what general voting system and EVM system. General in general, we use paper-based balloting system that has some uh, major issues. For that reason, we are using now electronic voting systems. In balloting, paper-based balloting system, there have some major issues. That's why electronic voting system is more effective in our generation. We are very much know about paper-based voting. Violence free, competitive, fair, and auditable national elections is a prioritized issues in the politics and government dis- discourse in Bangladesh now. Visually impaired or blinds are not comfortable in these two systems. Blind people have right to vote. So in this we are try to develop blind people's. If we have some challenges and drawback of our existence EVM eligibility, that means the only eligible voter can cast their vote during the election period. Authentications make sure that the one who vote is the right one and no one else. Voter privacy. It is an important uh, challenge. Voter privacy enables the voter to vote in a highly private way in which their personal information and voting process informations are protected and cannot be known by others. And robustness means that the electronic voting system should be protected against any attacks, fraud, and disruption. Finally, fairness is announcing voting result only at the end of allowable voting period. So we are taking this challenge to develop our project, our proposed system. Our proposed our project aim is to design a low cost, low power next generation EVM that has a fingerprint module and haptic feedback for haptic feedback for visually impaired or blind. EVM that has fingerprint module and haptic feedback touch screen interface coupled with an MP3 quality voice feedback for visually impaired people. Why only fingerprint and voice assistance? We know every people in the universe has a unique fingerprint. So everyone is born with one, which state that fingerprints can be used for unique identification. Fingerprint scanner, we use fingerprint scanner that is a device for computer security featuring superior performance, accuracy, and durability. It is reliable and trusted. That's why we are using fingerprint for trustability and voice assistance for visually impaired. Technological background. Use some technology to develop our project, that is microcontroller to in the hardware and LCD display to display the voting or ballot paper, ARC30X series fingerprint identification module, 2 GB micro SD where our voter data is stored, MP3 decoder for the purpose to help the visually impaired, and the software we use to evaluate our project. LPC Expresso is an IDE that helps us write, compile, and debug embedded program. It encapsulated the following component: project manager, a make facilities tool configuration, editor, a powerful debugger. We have achieved some advantages of our project. It in this project, project, less manpower is required. Time conscious as less time required for voting and counting. Avoid invalid voting. Save transaction cost due to the compact size. So for the compact size, it's a small in size to carry one place to another place. That's why it's more efficient and convenient on the part of the voter. We have some result outcomes. Results in our project, the first configures our fingerprint, which is ready for voting by pressing configure on the touch screen. Then select mode for visual good or visually impaired. If visually good, directly select candidate on the touch screen, and visually impaired people first hear who is their desired candidate through hearing earphone, and select that candidate by double to double tap on the touch screen. We have some limitations. Project or limitations. Our peoples of parties may strongly oppose these new systems in certain region. People without finger and hand may not cast their vote. So those are handicapped. They are not able to vote. Are required to build a correct database of civilian in advance. It is costly affairs in and time taking process. Now I want to conclude it. Before concluding, I there has uh, some site we can develop further. We can add blockchain blockchain based EVM that will more trusted and more secure for securing vote. Okay, I concluding my project through some. This work is successfully designed and tested on software. This can bring a revolutionary change in our election process. As the normal EVM is burning issues in the results recent days, this can be a solution for all the problem. Not only Bangladesh but also the other countries, the phase of election procedure can be cancelled, and this this change using this technology. I think this will help our country, our election, our democracy will be live long. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.